Hi guys, it's Candace with Addie Lou's Boutique, and today's video is on how to make your very own mouse ears for infants and toddlers. So I don't know if you guys have ever put on or worn a pair of these mouse ears in the park, from the park. I do wear actual mouse ears from the park, but I find that I get a headache after a while just because they're a little uncomfortable. So for a infant or a toddler, these aren't going to work, and you're going to want to put something on a soft headband for them. And I have this design that I have been making and selling for quite a while now, and they're very comfortable and sturdy. So I wanted to share with you guys how I make these. And just to give you an idea, let me put this on my head. This is not sized for an adult. So, and I have a really big head. So when I put this on, it's not going to look very pretty, but it'll give you an idea of how well they stick up and how sturdy they are, and they are very comfortable and pretty practical to wear all around the park all day for a toddler or for a baby, or just for a kid that doesn't really want a hard headband. Some kids just don't like them. So I'm going to go into detail on how I make these headbands. The one thing I don't go into detail in this video on is how I made this bow. This sequin bow, which is another, I also make these headbands with sequin bows. This is purchased, so I buy these online. I did not make the sequin bow. But if you have questions on how to make a simple bow like this, go ahead and just let me know and I can probably answer that for you. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video.
So to make your mouse ears, you'll need a glue gun. You'll need fabric scissors, a circle rotary cutter. This one is by Olfa, and I believe I got it at Joann's. You'll need a sheet of glitter canvas. I had to order my glitter canvas off Etsy because the Hobby Lobby near me no longer carries glitter canvas in black. You'll need a sheet of thick felt. This is 2mm felt that I also got at Hobby Lobby. And then you'll need a sheet of stiffened felt. And I believe I got this at Hobby Lobby as well, but you can get it at any craft store. You'll need a surface to use your rotary cutter on, and then you will need 5/8 inch fold over elastic. And then you'll need bows for the center of your ears, and these bows that I have are about 4 to 5 inches wide. We're going to start by grabbing our rotary circle cutter, and we are going to adjust the measurement on there to be half of whatever size ears you want. So I like my ears to be 3 inches wide, so I set my rotary cutter at 1.5 inches. I'd suggest practicing with your rotary cutter on something other than the glitter canvas if you've never used one before. But if you have, go ahead and cut out your first glitter canvas circle. This is going to be the front of your mouse ear. Once you're done, you can cut another circle and set it aside. Now grab your stiffened felt, and we're going to cut 2 more circles out of the stiffened felt, and those are going to be the back side of your mouse ears. And next we are going to glue the glitter canvas circles on top of the felt circles. So take your glue gun and just line the circle and fill in the middle with hot glue. Push that glitter canvas circle on top so they align perfectly, and smooth out the glue as best as you can. Sometimes you can see an outline or the lines that you created with the hot glue, and I just like to push down and smooth it out as best as I can. Then you are going to do the same exact thing to the remaining 2. Now take your 2mm felt, and we are going to cut 2 strips out of the felt. The rectangular strips are going to be about 4 to 5 inches long, and they're going to be about a half an inch wide. Next, you're going to attach the ears to one of the felt strips. You're going to do this by applying a line of glue about 1.5 inches long to the center of one side of the strip. Then take your ear and you're going to stand the ear up so the base of the ear is touching that line of glue. And then do the same thing to the other side. Apply your line of glue, grab your ear, and stand it up so that the base of the ear is touching that line of glue. And then you can just lay your ears down and let them dry. You don't want to push down on the ears though, because the back side of the felt will curl and glue itself to the back side of the ear. Next, we're going to attach the bow in between the ears. And one thing I've noticed is that if the felt strip is straight when you're attaching the bow, it just doesn't sit correctly on the head. So you're going to want to make sure that there is an arch in that felt strip that kind of mimics the arch in the bow. When we attach the bow, we are going to attach the bow to the felt at the bottom part of the bow, and you're going to want to make sure that the bottom part of the bow is folded under. The reason you want it folded under is because the glue that you apply to the felt is going to adhere itself to that bottom fold of the bow. If you have the bow straight, not folded under, it's just going to attach to that edge and it's not very sturdy. So fold that bow under at the bottom part, and that is what you're going to attach to the felt. You can grab your glue gun and apply a strip of glue in front of the right ear. And then do the same to the left side. Leaving probably about a half an inch in between. And then take your bow, fold that bottom part under, and attach the bow to the felt. Make sure that arch is in the felt piece. And then let it dry. While it's drying, you can glue the back side of one side of your bow to the ear and just apply glue to the back side of that and push down and smooth out. And then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. Apply the glue, smooth it out, push down. Make sure that the bow is completely secured to the ears. You don't want any parts of the bow to be flopping around. The bow is going to act as a support for the ears to make sure that your headband stands up. Next, we're going to take our fold over elastic and form a headband by just attaching it at the ends. Next, you're going to grab your mouse ears and apply hot glue to the underside of the ears on the felt strip. And this is where you're going to attach the fold over elastic. So grab your headband, and I like to make sure the seam where you attach the two ends is going to be glued to the underside of the felt. That way you're not going to be able to see that seam with the finished product. Smooth out the fold over elastic against the felt so that it lays pretty flat against it. Otherwise, when the headband is worn, if it's not smoothed out, sometimes you'll see crinkles in the fold over elastic. Then grab your other strip of felt, apply hot glue, and get your headband, flip it over, and you're going to apply the last strip of felt to the underside of the fold-over elastic. So you're basically sandwiching the fold-over elastic between these two strips of felt. Go ahead and smooth that felt out as well against the fold-over elastic so that it sits nice and smooth with the headband. And the last step is to take your lighter and you are going to run it over lightly over the edges of the felt strips. This just seals the edges of the felt so that it doesn't become fuzzy over time. And there you have it. You're done with your mouse ears. I hope you enjoyed the video.